Hey there, happy day 704 of What's She Up To Now? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting my journey from offline brick and mortar corporate world to the online world of business in my pajamas. Yes, I am in my pajamas. I've been sick for just over a week now with the flu, influenza A. Thank you very much. I think I might have started it. Don't know where I got it, but who knows anyway. I think I probably started it and got the whole family sick over the holiday. So actually my whole immediate family didn't, and then got my son-in-law's family sick because they went down to Florida for Christmas and spread it down that way. And so it's just been kind of a sharing the not so fun love with respect to illness. I'm actually starting to move slowly today, getting back a little bit on track, feeling like I might live. I've always felt like I was going to live. I just felt miserable. Now I'm just getting a little bit more energy and feeling a little bit better. So I'm starting to move slowly. Thinking about launching a 10-day challenge that teaches people how to do challenges for their group, for their people, to build their own following or to attract customers to them as a lead magnet, how to use challenges as a lead magnet. And I created a 10-day challenge that walks you through the steps to do that. And I think that next Monday, I will launch that, roll that out, and do a small group through that just to test the waters. I want to listen to it. I did it last year as part of another training. Somebody had asked me if I would do a how to do challenges course for them. So they wanted it to be a 10-part course. So I made a 10-part course on how to do challenges, how to actually run your own challenge. So I want to review that, clean that up a little bit, and turn that into my own way to generate leads and create my own lead magnet. So in order to do that, I'm going to clean it up and I'm going to teach other people how to do it as well. So I want to take a group through that starting on Monday. So I'll announce that today. I'm not sure how I'm going to announce it. I might just invite a few key people instead of announcing it widespread. I might just invite a few people. If that's something you might be interested in, learning how to do your own challenges, hit me up in the comments below. Just message me and I will for sure invite you. I want people that want to do it and that can understand how that could totally benefit them by attracting the people that they truly want to work with into their world, into their circle of influence. So I want to start that Monday. And partly because I want to go through it and review it myself. I want to go through, I want to add captions. I want to probably edit the videos or reshoot several of them. I did it over a 10-day period, and this is how I create everything these days and my challenges, just to let you in on the hidden secret of the world. I announce that I'm going to do a challenge, and then every day I actually create and participate in the challenge myself. And that's my strategy for quickly and easily creating challenges with groups of people to get the best results out of that challenge. Is it always super smooth? Nope. It's always live though and in person and entertaining. Sometimes it's very entertaining, especially if I'm sick or I have something else going on. It can be interesting. So I want to go through and maybe clean this one up and make it more of an ongoing lead magnet for myself in 2020. 2020, I want to simplify some things and make things easier and more automatic. Instead of going from thing to thing and trying to figure out exactly what my voice is and where I am and what I'm doing and what I want to and who I want to show up as, I'm going to make that choice. And then I want to clean up and narrow my focus in a lot of areas, and stop doing some of the things that don't make me super duper happy. Stop doing some of the things that aren't that fun anymore. I actually did time flies when you're having fun is the idiom I shared today with Supersize Your Business, and realize that I need to not only teach people those things, but I need to actually apply them to my own life. If there's something that isn't bringing me joy and isn't fun and I'm not liking doing it anymore, then I should either outsource it if it's something that I feel needs to continue to be done for my business and for the impact I want to make on the world, or I should find somebody that loves to do it, because I guarantee whatever I don't like to do, there's somebody that just makes their heart fly and sing because they love doing that particular thing. I say I don't like to do repetitive things, but I always create systems that make it so that I have a process and a procedure for doing everything. So even though I say I don't like doing repetitive things, everything I do sets up ways for me to automatically and repetitively do things. So Am I being inconsistent? I don't know. I just like processes and systems, mainly because then if I don't want to do something anymore, I can teach somebody very quickly and easily how to do that thing. Because there's a system, there's a way, there's a process for doing it. And then there's a process for always being able to improve on that process, the way that we do things. So, working on that. Happy Every Day is winding down. Today was day 365. I think we've got 369 pages in that book, or 369 things. Let me just take a quick peek. So that will be winding down this week. Yep, 369 is the last day. So a couple more days of that, just 4 more days of that. And then I am rolling into doing one thing every day that's fun. And I think I mentioned this yesterday. I'm not going to do that across the board. Since it's my Wake Up My Voice thing, I'm going to stop sharing that across the board. If people want to participate and be a part of it, I would love that. But I am going to find a different way of sharing it. Probably just on Pajama Grandma. Might just be on my Pajama Grandma page that I record it, and that's the only place it shows up. So if people want to follow it, I'll announce it for a couple of days as I start it, and then just say, hey, this is where it's going to be every day. I'm not going to share it. I'm just doing it there, and that's the only place it will be. Because that cuts down on a lot of busy work and follow-up work for me. It's not one of those things that I think needs to be widely spread and shared. It's something that I do for my own personal growth and development and fun, right? It's like doing one thing every day that scared me. I did that 365 day plus challenge for me to stretch my comfort zone. I did the happiness one. Okay, I did the happiness one for me too, right? Are we seeing a trend here? It's all about me, right? It's all about each of us. And I'm no different. As much as I want to have a positive impact on the rest of the world and impact things, it all starts with me. It all starts with us loving ourselves enough to know that what we have is of value to the rest of the world. But some of these things that are through my own personal development journey, I'm happy to share, but it's not like a whole lot of people care about that unless they're doing it right along with me. If you have the book and you're doing it with me, then it's really, really fun, right? Or sometimes if you're just listening, it's fun because when I read a saying, somebody can say, okay, well, what does that mean to me? And then they can look for something in their life that the challenge meets to make them happy. The fun one's a little bit more creative. It's kind of like the creativity one, which I skipped, and I did fun instead because it was a lot of drawing and activities, actually experience and interacting with the journal and doing things and drawing things and creating things, and that's hard to translate into just doing a video unless I set up my drawing board or set up my canvas in my system and set up a thing. And I might do this, maybe I'll set up an area in my office here that I can actually record that in a more interactive, active way, and I can scan. I don't have a scanner anymore. I admit I threw away my printer and scanner because I was too dependent on printing. I used to be one of those people that printed out everything and then just piled up tons and tons of papers and never really used them. So I've stopped doing that. When my printer broke and my eyes weren't good enough to fix it, even with magnifying glass, I threw it away when I moved, which is, kind of dramatic. And maybe I'll get another one. But for right now, I don't need a printer. I don't need a scanner. Unless I'm doing a project like this and I want to figure out how to share it with people, I might need to scan or do something. I can always recommend that people just go buy the book and we'll do it together. I'm sure the book editors and the book author would love that if I could get people to buy their book, right? People love it when you get people to buy their book. I'll check today. I was going to check yesterday and see if it's on Amazon, but I wasn't really feeling good enough, so I didn't do that. And maybe the answer to that is just to create my own. I've actually written a couple of books. I wrote something years ago now called a flip book, and it was kind of an interactive workbook type of book where you had lots of white space and could do a lot of your own work and note-taking and things in that book. Only because I'm one of those people that writes like crazy and scribbles out and draws in my books. Well, I used to when I was reading more. Not doing a lot of reading these days. Transitioning to listening to audiobooks and things, which is, it's hard for me. I know people love that, but because they can do it while they're doing other things, but I don't love it so much. I only because I haven't gotten used to it. I'll get used to it. I actually on purpose quit listening to things when I went for my walks, when I go to the state park or out in nature. For probably a year, I always walked I was listening to things, listening to tapes and recordings and webinars and courses and all kinds of things. And I realized that I was just going through the motions of walking, and I wasn't actually de-stressing and relaxing and enjoying the experience of being out in nature. So I purposely stopped listening to anything when I went for my walks, and I just went for a walk every day without any outside stimulus except for nature and what was going on around me. And I enjoyed it. I really liked it. It was actually time to think on my own, not think what other people were thinking because I was listening to that, but thinking my own thoughts and ideas. So it became kind of my secret cheating brainstorming free time sessions, and I started to like that, and I stopped listening to other things while I was walking. Well, now with my vision failing or gone, I need to find ways to still absorb material I want to absorb, and I have to just get more dependent on listening instead of seeing. It's really hard when a visual person loses their eyesight. Not complaining, not whining, just saying I was always a very visual person, and so now I have to switch that. I have to change and grow and evolve and be much more auditory. And it'll be a year of transition, and it's really funny that the year is 2020, right? We're in the year 2020, and everybody's all about vision, and I need to switch to being all about hearing, all about auditory, or kinesthetic, touchy-feely things too as well. That's on a very personal note. Anyway, 4-year-old granddaughter's coming today. Even though we're still a little bit on the edges and the fringes of being sick, I think we're done being contagious, and so she's going to hang out with us. She's got school today and tomorrow, which I always love. I've missed her. It's been like a week I haven't been able to see her because we've been sick. So have an absolutely amazing day. If I can help you in any way, hit me up in the comments below. If you want to participate in the how to learn to do challenges in 10 days, I guarantee that by the end of the 10-day challenge, you will have your own challenge for your people, for your group, for the people that you want to reach, done. If you do one little thing a day, remember with me, it's just one little thing a day. It's not a huge thing. It's not like, okay, I love the one funnel away challenge, but the one funnel away challenge, I'm talking, you need 3 hours, easily 3 hours a day or more to dedicate to that 30-day challenge. Most people don't get through that challenge, which is intentional, by the way, because they want you to go through it over and over and over again. I want you to get the result that I'm telling you you're going to get. I want you to have it done by the time you're done with the 10 days. So guarantee that when you go through the 10-day challenge, if you do each day, and each of the videos are under 10 minutes, if you do it each day, my video is 10 minutes or less. And if you do it each day, you will have your own challenge done and mapped out. And you could actually roll it out the next week if you want. You'll be ready to go with it. So I want to walk some people through that. If you want to participate, hit me up, let me know. Otherwise, have an absolutely amazing day, and I'll of course be with you tomorrow to let you know what I'm up to, what's going on, what's working, what's not, and guess how I think about and feel about it, because that's as important as what's actually happening.